Hi, welcome to Higher Voice Studio, where everyone, yes, everyone, can learn to sing, play an instrument, unlock their unique artistic expression, and set their musical voice free. I'm Hillary Klein Renzi, and I wanted to talk to you today about fear and the past. You know, as voice teachers, we like to address the instrument as it is today. So whether that's the larynx or the tongue or whatever it is that we are working on. But I have found that as teachers and as students, we can never ever separate the singer from the instrument. Meaning, we can't just address what's happening in the instrument without talking to the student and finding out where they are and what's going on. Because if there are fears or history or something that they're dealing with today, unless that part gets exposed, unless we can find out what the root of those thoughts are, we will never ever make a dent in what their instrument is doing today, because their instrument ultimately is manifesting whatever thoughts are in their head. Okay, so I'll take it back. So if you think of a thought, which comes first to our mind, we have a thought, and then we have a feeling, and then we have an action, right? And as singers and human beings, we think all the time, right? That's just what we do. And we think, well, thoughts are thoughts and actions are actions, and they will never meet. I can have my thoughts without ever affecting my actions. But that's not true. So here's how this works. So if you have a thought and you have a feeling about that thought, as soon as you have that feeling, your body creates chemistry in reaction to that feeling. For example, if you think, oh no, I'm about to sing in front of all these people and I'm going to make a complete fool of myself, right? That's a thought. Then you feel scared, you feel anxious, you feel like running out the door or whatever you want to do, right? So then your body immediately has an action, and the action is to release adrenaline, for example. And we think, oh, thoughts are thoughts, but those thoughts create chemistry in our body. And what we know about the chemistry of adrenaline is that it goes through your entire system, which is also your instrument, right? And so you cannot have a thought without it affecting your body and your instrument. So addressing the thoughts becomes just as more, dare I say, important than even addressing the instrument. And I'm not saying we don't have to take voice lessons and we can just go to therapy and, take care of the thoughts and the feelings. But if a student is coming with, or as a singer, we're coming with thoughts that are defeating our objectives of finding techniques that help release tension and pressure and all of that in our instrument, we can't release those things until we release the thoughts. So, for example, I had a student this week, a lovely, lovely human, and just an extraordinary voice. And she had been telling herself the story that when she hit a certain age, as a woman, she shifted from a girl to a woman in middle school, and that shift caused her to lose her voice. Now, we know that intellectually, we know that does not happen, but that does not negate the fact that she believes that to be true. She believes that when she hit 13, her voice left. And the story she keeps telling herself is that if I could have done this when I was 12 or 13, I would have been able to sing it. But since I've been 14, I can't. Those are thoughts, right? And those have feelings to them, right? You hear those thoughts and you think, oh my gosh, how sad and how scary that would have been to think that all of a sudden, just by you growing up, instantly your voice is gone. That would be horrifying, especially for somebody who feels like singing is their number one, their primary form of expression, their outlet, their method for being who they are. that would have a lot of feelings, which would release a lot of chemistry, right? And what does the voice do with all that chemistry? It has to find a way to function with all of that chemistry in it. So we think, oh, well, I'm addressing the student that is here today. But really, a lot of that we're dealing with as teachers and as singers is the result of the thoughts that we had yesterday, which released all of those chemicals into our body and fundamentally changed our instrument. And so the instrument that we're singing with today is the result of the thoughts from yesterday or earlier today or 5 minutes ago or right now. So there is no separation. And that's maybe the bad news, but it's also the best news because we can control our thoughts. We can decide what we want to think. And so if we're going to tell ourselves the story that I lost my voice when I was 14 and it's gone now, then our body will manifest those thoughts as sure can be. But if we say to ourselves, wow, I'm really figuring this out. I'm so excited. My voice is getting better and better every day. And I will not say that that is not true, right? And it may feel like when you were a certain age, everything changed. And I'm not going to say that that's not true. But equally true is that you are growing and your body is getting better and stronger every day. And sometimes that feels like it's being derailed by something like puberty. It may be that it feels like that, but that does not make it true. Or maybe it's not the only truth. And maybe equally true is that in growing up and in maybe feeling derailed, you end up starting to explore your instrument more. When you realize that those thoughts change your instrument, that you can actually shift it by thinking a new way, that is so exciting. That doesn't require anyone else. It's just you. You get to make your instrument. That's amazing. What miracle is that? So, today, try thinking thoughts that feel good. Whatever those are. They could be little, right? I'm not saying I'm the perfect singer and I'm never going to make a mistake and so I'm going to think those thoughts. No, think, I'm going to try this scale again and I'm going to find what's better about it. And it could just be one thing. One little thing, one little improvement. I'm going to make 1% improvement this time and then I'm going to focus on that. Because thinking those thoughts just as valid as thinking, well, it like 90% was horrible. Okay, maybe, but 10% of it was better. 10%. So why not focus on the 10% and see how that feels? And if it feels better, then do it again. And then do it again. And then get a little better and feel a little better every single time. And then your voice will get better because you will feel better and you are releasing chemistry that is helping your voice get better. And what could be better than that? So try it. See what you find. Just play. It's all playing. And let me know how it goes. Take care. Happy singing.